Are y'all good? How's it going? Are you seeing things? No, you're not. I am vlogging. What's really good, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you can see, we are in a completely different, very informal setup, but that is because today I am going to be decluttering some of my makeup collection.
Wow.
I really want to tackle my foundations, high-end and affordable, and if I have time, my concealers, but to be completely real, my foundation drawers are overflowing at this point. Whoa! And it gets worse. Before I get into all of the makeup stuff, I want you guys to know that I will be donating a lot of gently used makeup products to Project Beauty Share within today's video. If the products are expired, I will be trashing them completely. I'm not gonna donate them. I'm not gonna give them to friends and family because, I mean, they're expired, okay? Oh my God, so this one expired in January 2021, and this one, October 2020. I don't know, by the way, if Project Beauty Share is taking any product as of right now with everything happening in the world, but I'll research it. I'll let you guys know down below in the description. So if you guys want to donate as well, check out the description box because I do want to say there are some restrictions. So check that out. And introducing my master bedroom where I have all of my filming equipment. I do have a dedicated room dedicated to filming stuff and makeup, but it's not set up yet because we still need to get baseboards installed on the entire second floor. So with that being said, I do want to show you guys my little filming setup, my little filming room, because I mean, why not? Let's do a little mini tour. So this right here is my filming room. It is a very, very long and just very oversized bedroom. And I'm so happy that I'm able to film in this room. And I'm not gonna lie, this room, the master bedroom and the master bathroom is what really sold me on this house. I do intend on putting this storage unit in the closet to save space, and then in here I do want to do more of like a lounge setup, maybe a sofa, a vanity, something of that sort. But this is my storage unit. I got it from IKEA several years ago. It was pretty pricey. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those little storage cubbies within IKEA. Well, this is pretty much the base of it right here, and then I just put in these drawers and dividers so that way I could store my makeup. So let's actually open a couple of the drawers so that way you guys can see what's inside. Within a couple of these drawers here are all of my makeup palettes, but then I also have things like concealer. In here I have some foundations. Up top, I have more affordable foundation. So as you can see, these drawers are overflowing at this point. So we're gonna go through foundations and concealers in today's video. I also have this random lipstick here. May need to get rid of that. I also have some makeup just chilling in this bag, in this box, over here in this box, in this box, and it just continues because I also have this little unit right down here filled with makeup. I definitely have a problem. I do want to first and foremost start off with this right here by Kosas. This is the Kosas Tinted Face Oil. I have mine here in the shade 5.5. I got this last year and I really, really love the formula. So I'm going to put this on the keep side because it is a very, very great product. I also have this foundation here. It is by Rare Beauty. I got this maybe about a week or two ago. This is in the shade 240. Unfortunately, it is way too dark for me. I am gonna keep it though, and I'm gonna use it on my self-tan days in hopes that it does match me a little bit better. So right here, I have a bunch of the Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizers with SPF 30 by NARS. This was a fairly new launch, and I actually pulled out all of these shades because I thought some of them were gonna be a good match for me, but unfortunately, these do run a little bit dark, so I will be getting rid of the shade medium 1. I'm gonna get rid of this shade here in medium 1.2 and then also medium 1.5. I'm putting these in the donate pile because I have some friends that these may be a really good match for. I do have 3 of the Fenty Pro Filter Hydrating Long Wear Foundations. This is such an incredible formula, and a formula I highly recommend if you want that really beautiful, healthy glow look with full-on coverage. It is just so, so good. Now, I did love this during the time I was using it, but I kind of forgot about them, and I haven't reached for them in a really long time. I have had these for maybe over 2 years now, and I'm not sure if you guys noticed this on foundations, but there's a little symbol right here that indicates 12 months. That's how long you want to keep the foundation before it's expired. So since I've had this for a little over 2 years now, I'm going to get rid of them and trash them completely. 2 more foundations that I absolutely love, but unfortunately will be getting rid of just because I've had them for way too long in my collection, are the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundations. I love the formula of this. I love how it lays on the skin. It's a matte formula, but it doesn't look overly drying or anything like that at all. The Dewy Skin Glass Glow Skin Tints by Ciate are fairly new in my collection. I have 2 shades here, 50 and shade 40. I don't need both, so I'm gonna keep 40 and I'm gonna get rid of 50. So I do have 2 foundations here by Anastasia. These are the Luminous foundations. When this came out, it changed the game for me. I personally really love this formula. It's luminous, but it's not overly dewy or glowy to the point where you look sweaty. It gives off amazing coverage, and I feel like this will be great for a lot of different skin types. Now, I do have 2 shades here, which I know is a little excessive. I have 220N and 305N. Now, 220N is completely gone, so I will be tossing this bottle completely, whereas 305, I do have a little bit more because this is my self-tan shade, so I'm gonna keep this on those days when I am a little bit more self-tan. The Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation has become a staple in my everyday makeup routine. I have the shade 5.5, which is a self-tan shade, but I will definitely be picking up a backup of this in a slightly lighter shade so that way I could wear it every single day. If you're looking for a product that's gonna give you that natural lit within glow without ever looking cakey, this is a product you're gonna wanna check out. It does come with a pump, and I've been using this nonstop, so of course, this is going in my keep pile. Another foundation by Fenty that I really need to get rid of is an original launch. I bought this when Rihanna originally launched Fenty Beauty, and as you can see, it's separating in a very weird way. So I'm going to completely trash this because it is really expired. The Lancome Skin Feels Good Hydrating Skin Tint is a product that I picked up last year, and I haven't really reached for it as much as I should just because it has been sitting in this drawer. So I'm gonna put this in the keep pile. The shade I have here is 025 Warm Beige. I do have the CC Plus oil-free matte full coverage creams. I love this formula so much, which is why I have so many of them, but I want you guys to pay attention to this. On the IT Cosmetics CC creams, there's actually an expiration date here at the top. So this expired in 2020 of May, so last year. This one expired last year in June of 2020, so I'm going to get rid of both of these. Here on the box, another thing you can look for in the IT Cosmetics CC creams is the expiration date here at the bottom. This expired in February of 2021. So again, a brand new product that is very much expired that I really need to get rid of. So I'm gonna toss this. So I have a couple products here from NARS. From time to time, they do send me restocks of the Natural Radiant Foundation. I have a little mini one, which I haven't had for very long, but the shade doesn't match me at all. This is shade M3.5, so I'm going to give this to a friend. And this one here, I know I've had for way longer, so I'm going to get rid of this completely. Here I have 3 of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Foundations, which again is another one of my personal favorite formulas. But I know for a fact I haven't received any PR from Makeup Forever in a very long time. So I know for that reason alone that these are very much expired. So I'm going to get rid of all 3. I have some of the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Full Coverage Foundations. I did really love this formula when I tried it, but again, I haven't used this in about 2 years. So I am gonna get rid of them completely because I'm pretty sure they're expired at this point. So here I have 2 foundations by Bobbi Brown. This is the Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. I have 2 shades here that I know are not gonna match me, and I haven't used them at all, so I'm gonna put these in the donate pile to give away to someone who could very well use them. I also have the Stay Naked Foundation by Urban Decay. I really like this when I tried it, but I got it maybe about 2 years ago, so I'm gonna toss this. Here I have the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. I will definitely say this is probably one of my favorite skin tints or tinted moisturizers for that matter. I really love this formula. It's very hydrating on my skin and it looks very, very natural and skin-like. So I will be keeping one of these. I do not need all three. The shade of choice that I will be keeping is a light medium, and I'm going to donate these two shades here to someone who could actually use them. The Dior Backstage Foundation is one of my personal favorites. It's a go-to that I keep going back to. Now, the shade I have here is 2N. It is a fairly decent match for me personally. I love that this foundation gives me great coverage, but it's also transfer resistant as well. So I will most definitely be keeping this. As you guys know, NARS did launch these foundations last year, so they're not that old at all, but the shades I got are just a little too dark for me personally. I have the shade Patagonia and Barcelona. I'm gonna gift these to somebody who could actually use them and is a little bit deeper than I am. Here I have the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. I am in the shade Light Medium in case you guys were curious. I do really love this formula. It looks incredible on the skin, so I'm gonna put this in the keep pile. This here is the Wander Beauty Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation. I can't even really remember how I felt about this, but Wander Beauty is a brand that doesn't really send me PR often anymore at all, so I know I've had this for way too long in my collection, so I definitely know it's expired. So the Frankie Rose Matte Perfection foundations are insanely beautiful on the skin. I love the formula, and it was a foundation I was obsessed with for a hot little minute. The perfect shade for me is going to be neutral, but I've had these for about maybe a little over 2 years, so I'm going to get rid of all shades completely. The Morphe Filter foundations, I mean, they were okay. I used them maybe about 4 to 5 times, and it really just didn't wow me, and for that reason, I will be putting these in the donate pile. Another product that I'm most definitely keeping is the Smashbox Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. I did a campaign with them a couple months back, and I absolutely love this formula for every single day. It's quick, it's easy, it gets the job done. It also has SPF 25 in it, so I will be keeping this for my no makeup days. Another foundation I love is the Meet Your Matte Velvet Foundation by Collab. This is actually a restock purchase for me. I am in the shade Sand 3, and I will be putting this on the keep side. So this foundation right here by Too Faced is one of my personal favorites. I seriously recommend it to any and everyone, no matter your skin tone or skin texture. It's going to look very beautiful and natural on the skin. I also love that it's oil-free and it has medium to buildable coverage. I am in the shade Light Medium, and this is a fairly new restock for me, so I will be putting this on the keep side, of course. I also have another Born This Way foundation by Too Faced, but this is a completely different formula. This is the 24-hour undetectable super long wearing foundation, and you can see right here it is oil-free, oil controlling, waterproof, and also transfer resistant. I recommend these for all those gals and boys out there who have very oily skin. If you have dry skin, I probably wouldn't recommend this, but if you're looking for something that is very full coverage and very long wearing, transfer resistant, let's say you're going to a theme park, this would be your go-to product. I am gonna keep this because I do live in Florida, and sometimes that's exactly what I'm looking for. So again, a really, really great product to have in my collection. Right here, I do have the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. I picked this up last year during a sale, and you can definitely see I put a pretty big dent in it. I barely have any left, so I'm gonna put this in the keep pile. I'm actually going to transfer it to my everyday makeup drawer just so that way I could use whatever's left in this too. The last and final product I have here is by Milk Makeup. This is also a stick foundation, and once upon a time, I was just very obsessed with stick foundations. I can't remember how I feel about this product, so I'm gonna put it in the keep pile. I haven't had it for that long at all. I am in the shade Sand, by the way. I do want to revisit this and just try it out to see if I like it, and if I do, it's gonna stay in the keep pile. If I don't, I'm gonna put it in the get rid of pile, but for now, it's gonna stay. So this here is a clear view of all the foundations I will be keeping. I feel like I downsized quite a bit, you guys. I'm gonna be adding in a couple of more foundations that I did pick up during this Forest Spring Savings event, and one of which is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. As you guys saw, I had a couple of shades in here that were just way too dark for me personally, so I made sure to restock my perfect shade, which is a shade Punjab. Another product I'm adding to my foundation drawer is the Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint by Fenty Beauty. I picked mine up in the shade 8, and I'm really hoping that this is going to be a good shade match for me. But for now, it's just gonna go straight into my foundation drawer. Look how cute. Last but not least, I wanted to pick up a new stick foundation. This is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Skin Finish. This is a buildable coverage foundation stick. I picked mine up in the shade Toasted Coconut 240N. This is more of a neutral foundation, and I picked this up because I didn't have any of the Hourglass Vanish Stick foundations in my shade, and I figured why not, let's try something new. So I'm also putting this in my makeup drawer. Now, before I start to declutter my affordable foundations, I gotta share an app with you. It's called BeautyKeeper. And I know a lot of you are probably sitting there like, how does she know these products are expired? More times than not, I know around the time that I got the foundation, so it's easy for me to toss them when they are in fact expired. But other times, I really have no idea because I get so much product sent to me. But this app right here, it's called BeautyKeeper. And by no means is this video sponsored by BeautyKeeper. It's just an incredible app if you are a makeup and beauty lover like myself. So pretty much you open the app, there's 4 different categories. I love to just use the section called batch code, and I'll look up the foundation. In this case, I'm going to look up this foundation here that I'm pretty sure is expired. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Foundation. So I'm going to type in Makeup Forever in the search bar. Click on it, and then I'm going to insert the batch code, which is listed right at the bottom. The batch code is 7N01, and it says it was produced back in 2017 in January. The shelf life is 36 months, and it's best before January 2020. We are in 2021, so this is a 1 year from the expiration date, so it is very much expired. That's nasty. That's a little nasty. Wow, this app is so incredible, you guys. Definitely check it out. I do want to get into the affordable foundations. I know it is gonna make for a crazy long video, but let's do it. Let's get into it. I'm gonna first start off with some brand new purchases. These are by NYX. These are the Total Control Pro Drop Foundations. I have a luminizer and then I have a foundation. I really wanna try these out in a future video, so I will be putting these two on the keep side. Another foundation that really just didn't speak to me was this one right here by Milani. This is the Natural Finish Foundation. This is the Scream Queen in the shade 240 Vanilla. I picked this up last year, so I probably will donate it. It's not that old in my collection. I also really, really love this right here by Believe Beauty, but as you can see, it is separating in a very, very weird way. I've had this for a little over 2 years now, so I will be trashing this completely, but I really love this foundation. It retails for about $5 at Dollar General, so definitely check it out. The formula is incredible for the price point. I have a couple of the Camo CC creams by Elle Cosmetics. I'm going to be donating these just for the simple fact that they are not my shade at all. I picked up about 4 different shades in this when I originally tried it out, and unfortunately these were just way too dark. So the Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation by L'Oreal is a really great product. I have mine here in the shade Golden Vanilla. On the back here, it does say it expires in September of this year, so I will be keeping this in my everyday makeup collection. So I always recommend the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Foundation for any and everyone who loves that full coverage look. This product here is extremely full coverage, so if you're into that, I definitely recommend picking this up. Again, I do really like it, but I've had it for well over 2 years, so it is expired, which means I am gonna trash it. The Wet n Wild Bare Focus Tinted Hydrators definitely have to be my all-time favorite tinted hydrators in the drugstore right now. So I'm gonna keep both of these. I have 2 shades. I have the shade Light Medium and Medium Tan. I find mixing these two together gives me my perfect shade, so for that reason, I'm keeping both. The Morphe 2 Hint Hint Skin Tint is a really, really awesome product. It's very comparable to the Rare Beauty foundation that I showcased earlier. here. I have the shade Hint to Beige, and it is a really good match for me personally, so I will be keeping this. So this product by Milani isn't a product that I really love, so I will be getting rid of it, mainly because it is one of those cream to powder formulas, something that I would stick my finger in, so not very sanitary to just gift to somebody else. So again, I will be trashing it. Tell me you're not obsessed with the Photo Focus Dewy Foundation without telling me you're not obsessed with the Photo Focus Dewy Foundation. I have no idea why I have so many shades of this. I'm actually gonna get rid of all of them because I have had them for a very long time. And I'm just gonna go to the store and pick up my perfect shade. There's really no need to have 5 Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundations. Really, this is excessive. So again, I'm gonna trash them because I know very well that they are expired. A couple more foundations that I absolutely love, but I know for a fact are expired, are the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundations. I have mine here in the shade 220. I will be tossing these simply because I do want to pick up a fresh one. I just don't want to put expired foundation on my face, considering I do have very acne prone skin. So again, I'm going to get rid of these, but just know I really love the formula and I definitely recommend. The NYX Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation is just incredible. I have 2 shades here. I have the shade 7 Natural, and then I also have 6.5 Nude. I do find that 6.5 Nude is a better match for me personally, so I'm gonna keep that, and I'm gonna get rid of this one. The Light Illusion Foundation by Flower Beauty is another one of my personal favorite foundations, but I've had this for well over 2 years, so I'm just going to toss it completely. So for me personally, I just have way too many of these collab Skin Wonder foundations, so I'm gonna get rid of 3 of them, and I'm only gonna keep about 1 shade. The shade I'm keeping is shade number 4. The next set of foundations I have here are by NYX Cosmetics. These are the Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage foundations. I have 2 of them in the shade Warm Vanilla. Why, I really have no idea, but I do know I've had these for a significantly long time. These are very full on coverage, so if you love a good full coverage foundation, I definitely feel like you would love this. I don't necessarily recommend it for dry skin, more oily skin, because it can be a little bit drying, so I definitely wanted to point that out. But since I've had these for so long, I'm just going to completely trash them. This here is another NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation, and you can see it's separating in such a weird way. It also has this white residue here, so that's how you know it's expired. This definitely has to go in the trash. So these 2 foundations are both by Maybelline. This is the Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. This formula is very similar to the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation. You can see I have a lot of separation in these bottles here, so I'm gonna completely toss them and get rid of them. But nonetheless, it is a really great foundation. I've just really been trying to steer clear of very full coverage foundations that don't look very natural on the skin, so I'm gonna trash these. This here is the Almay Skin Perfecting Comfort Matte Foundation in the shade 170 Neutral Sun Beige. I've been using this nonstop. It definitely is a cult favorite for me. I really love the formula. It's fragrance free and hypoallergenic, so it works extremely well for my acne prone skin. It's also oil free as well. So I got this last year. It still is relatively new. I have a little bit left in this formula, so I'm going to put it on the keep side. So one thing I want to point out about the Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Protective Makeup by Maybelline is at the top right here, it does have an expiration date, and these actually expired last month. Are they extra old? No, they're not, so I probably could get away with using these for a little while longer, but I'm just gonna toss them completely and pick up a fresh restock of just 1 shade because I really don't need all 3. If I was going to pick a shade in this formula, I would definitely pick 220 Natural Beige. So here I do have a stick foundation in the shade Nutmeg. As you can see, this shade is way too dark for me personally. For so long, I was using this as a cream contour. It is a really beautiful cream contour shade, but I have had this for about 3 years now, so I'm gonna toss it. I will say, out of all of the stick foundations within the drugstore, the Conceal and Perfect Stick Foundation by Milani has to be one of my personal favorite formulas. So another stick foundation formula that I think is absolutely gorgeous is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation. This here is in the shade Soft Beige, and it really is my perfect shade in a stick foundation. I really have no idea why I stopped using this. I feel like so many other foundations were coming out on the market that I kind of just forgot about it. So I will be picking up this exact shade so that way I could use it in some future looks. But for now, I'm gonna toss it because I've had it in my collection for a very long time. So this right here isn't technically a foundation. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine Makeup Transforming Drop. So they're really just meant to lighten up any deeper foundations. but because for the most part I've gotten rid of all of my really dark foundations, I don't feel like I'm gonna need this in my collection. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. I really didn't find it too useful. So again, I'm just going to completely get rid of it. Maybe I'll even donate it because I've only used it once and I did get it last year. So yeah, I'll probably donate this. So next up I have the Maybelline Dream BB Fresh Skin Hydrating Beauty Balm. This is said to be an 8-in-1 skin perfector. To be honest, I haven't tried this as of yet, and I did get it last year, so it's not old at all. I have the shade 120 medium sheer tint, and on the back it says it expires next year in April of 2022. So I'm gonna keep this around and use it in a future video. Next up I have these from Makeup Revolution. These are the Conceal and Hydrate Radiance Foundation. I did a full video and review on these particular foundations, so if you guys wanna check that out, I will have it listed in the cards. I will say I really love the formula. It's medium to full coverage, and it's also infused with hyaluronic acid, so it's meant to be very hydrating on the skin. I've had these for so long, well over the shelf life of 12 months, so I will be tossing these. So lastly, I have one of the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundations, very similar to the last one, except this one does have that doe foot applicator that was really popular back when Shape Tape first launched. I have had this for maybe about 3+ years now, so I'm just going to toss it, but it is a really beautiful formula. Alright, so this is a clear overview of all of the affordable foundations I'm keeping in my collection, and I know a lot of my staple affordable foundations are not in here, but I'll definitely be picking up restocks just so that way I have fresh versions in my collection. But so far, this is all I'm keeping, and you guys could definitely sense a trend. A lot of these products are very natural and lightweight on the skin. I don't really have many full coverage foundations in this affordable makeup drawer, so the trends are changing, and my makeup drawer definitely shows that. And that is pretty much it, fam. That is it for my foundation makeup declutter. Again, this is just one of many installments of my makeup declutter series. I'm going to be getting rid of so much makeup. It is insane. I definitely want to have more of a minimal makeup collection, and whenever makeup products come in, I'm going to be getting rid of them stat. I'm going to be doing major giveaways. So stay tuned. Make sure you guys are subscribed, like this video so that way I know and I can film more vlog style videos just like this. I love you guys. Baby Luna loves you. Say bye, baby Luna. All right, guys, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Deuces.